Thank you, Your Excellency, the most distinguished Speaker of the 10th Assembly, my honorable colleagues. My name is Benjamin Okezie Carlo. I represent the people of Nigeria, starting from Bende Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Abia State. I rise to present a petition that was sent through my office by Adrena Todd of the Dispatch Risk Advisory, all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this is a petition for release or deportation of Thaddeus Ted Onwe Egbulem with passport number A50594218 from Libya. Mr. Speaker, he was reportedly arrested and taken into custody of the Libyan police on April 1st, 2023 in Benghazi. And since then, his wife, who resides in the city, has not been permitted to see him. There have been no official charges nor indications upon which this Nigerian is being detained, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, Mr. Onwe Egbulem has resided in Libya for much of his adult years and often assisted Nigerians in crisis. He's a man of integrity. Mr. Speaker, the intervention of this honorable House will avert continued human rights abuse and possible coercion. I hereby plead with Mr. Speaker and this honorable House for the leave to lay this petition. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead and lay the report. Any more petitions? Any more? Honorable, please go ahead. Where is the engineer? Please identify where the microphone is working, functioning. Where is the engineer, please? The engineer in charge of microphone, is he around?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This one is working now. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Ike Agwonu Ugochinyere Ikengimo. I represent the good people of Idaho North and Idaho South Federal Constituency in Imo State. Mr. Speaker, I have with me a petition from the Apo Traders Association seeking the intervention of this great chamber regarding their unfair and unjust and incessant relocation from one part of Abuja to another, and the refusal of the Federal Capital Territory Administration to grant them a permanent right of occupancy in the Federal Capital Territory after several years of their application. Mr. Speaker, they routed this petition through me and my humble colleagues, Honorable Matthew Nwogu, Honorable Tochukwu Okere, Honorable K.K. Jonas, Honorable Agbocha Obinna, Honorable Peter Aniekwe, Honorable Sikama Nkemekama. Mr. Speaker, I seek the leave of this great House to lay the petition.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? Please go ahead.
From Orem Tennis Academy. By way of summary, it's a registered non-profit organization based in Abuja that discovers and nurtures young talents in the sports of tennis. Mr. Speaker, they have identified a young prodigy in the under-14 category who is a kinsman for my state. His name is Ogunshaki Oluwaseun Peter, to participate in a tourney and training in France. This young boy has been unfairly denied a visa under the Schengen Protocol, and it's a great opportunity for him to be able to move ahead in his career. Mr. Speaker, with your kind permission, I'd like to seek leave to lay this petition before the House.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? All petitions referred to the Committee on Public Petitions when constituted. We go to matters of urgent public importance. Any member who has a matter of urgent public importance, okay, we already identified 2 people. May I call on Honorable Onyeme Idem?
If I can stay here and make my motion. Eh? Okay.
Honorable Idem, were you able to get a workable microphone?
Okay, come and use this. Honorable, Idem, come and use this. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Idem Unyime, member representing Ukanafun, Orowanam Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning under Order 8, Rule 4, matter of urgent public importance, and it's about urgent need to create immediate public awareness and activate emergency response to the outbreak of diphtheria disease in the country. Mr. Speaker, this particular disease is a new one. So far, it has killed about 80 persons. And I believe as a house, it is our duty to intervene to ensure that we direct relevant agencies to activate awareness so that more deaths will not be recorded in the next couple of days. Mr. Speaker, I move that our relevant rules be suspended to enable me to take this motion. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Waye? What's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, my name is Bamidele Salam, at the north and the south Egbedo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I just want to guide the House that this particular motion was taken at the last legislative day of last week. And I'm sorry, if I knew this was the motion, I would have discussed with my colleague, but I'm sure it was taken and passed by the House last week, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Idem, the clerk has just confirmed to me that this same motion has been taken last week, so it's overtaken by events. So with your permission, we'll step it down, right? So motion stepped down by the leave of the House. To, ka ta kawo. Ka san ba mu dai da lokaci. Honorable Bagos, you have a matter of urgent public importance. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right Honorable colleagues, I'm Dachu Musa Bagos, representing the good, great people of Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, right Honorable colleagues, my motion, I'm standing on Order 8, Rule 4, on the motion of urgent public importance, on the need for urgent intervention of killings in Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency of Plateau State. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Esset?
My name representing Uyo Uran, Senator Ibesiboso Town Federal Constituency. The Speaker rise to second the motion as moved by my honorable colleague. I so second.
Okay. Honorable colleagues, any seconder on the second leg of the motion for the suspension of our House rules to enable him take it right now? Honorable Waye?
This is Ejirogene Waive, and I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu. I am from Delta State. I rise to second the second leg of the motion, that this motion is urgent and should be taken right away. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion to be taken right now should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleague, you can go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and right honorable colleagues. I remain Dachung Musa Bagos, representing the good, great people of Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency from the peaceful state of Plateau. Mr. Speaker, right honorable colleagues, the House notes that Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution as amended of the Federal Republic of Nigeria guarantees the right of life, dignity of persons and property of all citizens, as well as security and safety. Aware that despite the provision of the security and right to life by the Constitution, there has been an increase in the rate of insecurity and killing of innocent souls by persons who have been tagged as suspected herdsmen in Nigeria, of which my state and my constituency has been part of the areas so much affected. Aware also that attacks has been occurring in some parts of Plateau State for some months now, with crops in farmlands completely destroyed. Further aware that 7 miners from my constituency were gruesomely killed in cold blood on the 9th of July 2023 around Ferenlamba of Jos South, Plateau State, after coming back from their mining site. Concerned that most of my people live in fear of the unknown due to insecurity and can no longer access their farmlands and their mining sites. Further concerned that unless the issue of insecurity is handled with doggedness at all levels in the country, citizens will experience food shortage, as Plateau is one of the main producers of food crops in the country. The House do resolve that the House should observe 1 minute of silence in solemn respect to the victims who lost their life during the attack. Mandate the Inspector General of Police to investigate and ensure culprits are prosecuted. Mandate Operation Safe Haven to identify and evacuate all cells of bandits within the state. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable colleague. Honorable colleagues, because of time constraints, we will not go into debate on all our motions today, unless if you want us to step down some. We only go for amendments, if any, to the prayers, and then we put the question. So please, let's take note of that. If there is any amendment to the prayers of the mover, you can raise up your hand, otherwise we can put the question. Any amendment? Amendment? Okay, sorry. Who will second the motion? Ably moved. Honorable Beni.
South Federal Constituency. Hello, thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Benny La. I represent Plantain. North and South constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm proposing an amendment. My amendment is for the... It's been seconded. He said it's... Okay. He seconded it now. The motion was seconded. For purpose of clarity, Mr. Speaker, may I second this?
Honorable Benny, you want to amend the motion, amend the prayers?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Benny La. I rise with a very heavy heart to propose an amendment to this prayer. Mr. Speaker, the people of Plateau are very, very disheartened over the killings that have been occurring.
Please, can you go ahead to the prayer? Just amend the prayer, please. We don't have time, Honorable Benny.
It's for the national, it's for the office of the National Security Advisor. Handle the killings going on in Plateau State as a national emergency because of the gravity of which these killings are being done and the constant reoccurrence. I believe if the Office of the National Security Advisor comes into this, there will be a difference. He needs to coordinate all the relevant security agencies to forestall
this
further
prayer
killings.
is too long.
My amendment
But
is for the office.
I think you have made your point. Any seconder to this prayer? Seconder. Point of order. Honorable Maki, go ahead. Honorable Maki, you have my protection. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are they on the same subject matter? Thank you. Your point of order is noted. We'll look at the two. Clerk, please help us look at the two. If they are similar, when we come to that motion, we will ask the mover to step it down. Thank you. Honorable Benny, last amendment. Any seconder? Any seconder to the amendment? My brother, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Go ahead. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, my name is Honorable Muhammad Dang Abbashehu, member representing Zaki Pere constituency from Bauchi State. I rise to second the motion raised by Honorable La, amendment raised by the Honorable La. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so second.
Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. On the main motion, I put the question, those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Okay, sorry. The prayer of this motion also requires a minute silence. So shall we rise for a minute silence in honor of the departed souls? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Amen. Honorable Ise, what's your point of order?
Rule 5, personal self-explanation. Of July 2023, the last legislative day, that I move the motion on number 13 of the order paper, but surprisingly, when these activities of this house was reported, I was surprised that the media, in their reportage, reported that I'm a PDP man. That, Mr. Speaker, has caused a lot of embarrassment, not on me alone, but has caused a serious uproar in my constituency. Mr. Speaker and distinct honorable colleagues, I am a bona fide member of APC, blood APC, and for emphasis, a foundation member of the party, a former state chairman of this party, and have served in various capacities in APC. Therefore, I want such reports to be corrected with immediate effect. And those media houses should retract such report immediately, or I want the protection of the House to enjoin me and seek redress. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Ise. You may wish to please send your request to the Committee on Ethics and Privilege. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, the first business of the day is a presentation of 22 bills. I now invite the clerk to read their short titles.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. Federal Character Commission Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Electric Power Sector Reform Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigerian Red Cross Society Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigerian Mining Corporation Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Chartered Institute of Finance and Control of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Maritime Security Operations Coordinating Branch Act 2023, first reading. Coastal and Inland Shipping Cabotage Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Police Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Polytechnic Inyak Shandam Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigeria Police Force College Training School and Institution Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. National Tobacco Control Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. National Food Reserve Agency Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Center, Ali Mosho, Lagos State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Center for Sophie, Lagos State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. National Infrastructure Management and Maintenance Agency Bill Act, Repeal and Enactment 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act, Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. National Agency for the Control of Cancer Establishment Bill 2023, first reading.
Thank you, Clerk. The first order of the day is a motion on the need to halt the Central Bank of Nigeria's directives on addition of social media handle on Know Your Customer requirement, standing in the names of Honorable Oke Chinda and 6 others. Honorable Chinda is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Kingsley Chinda. I represent Tobiabo Federal Constituency. I'm an Ikore man from River State. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, this is a motion on notice on the need to halt the Central Bank of Nigeria's directive on addition of social media handle on Know Your Customer requirements. Mr. Speaker, the motion is brought by the following co-sponsors: Honorable Lauri Beatrice Kwamoti, Honorable Kelechi Wogu, Honorable Ginger Onwusibe, Honorable Mark Esiet, Honorable Abu Salam Dasuki, Victor Obuzo, Blessing Amade, and Honorable Fred Abadi. Mr. Speaker, with your leave, relying on Order 8, Rule 15, I will pray that one of the co-sponsors be allowed to move the motion. Let me ask that Honorable Kelechi Wogu be allowed to move the motion. With your leave, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Please go ahead.
Right, Honorable Speaker. My name remains Honorable Kelechi Wogu. I represent the people of Echie Omoma Federal Constituency. I'm from River State, the treasure base of the nation. I'll go straight to the motion, Mr. Speaker. Note the recent directive by the Central Bank of Nigeria to commercial banks on the addition to social media handles on Know Your Customer requirement, thus making it mandatory for commercial banks to comply. We are aware that recently the Central Bank of Nigeria released its Customer Due Diligence Regulation 2023, noting the importance of social media handles on Know Your Customer would galvanize compliance with anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing provisions. Also note that obtaining the additional information would be useful to financial institutions in assessing customers' online presence and activities, thus enabling better assessments of potential risks associated with the money laundering, terrorism financing, and professional financing. Right on this, we observe that as laudable as this directive may appear, may also be unnecessary, as it's likely to bear pressure on teeming Nigerian masses at this trying period. Cognizant of the fact that this directive by CBN is in conflict with the provision of Section 37 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended on the right to privacy of citizens. Also cognizant of the fact that the banks in the country already have the names, telephone numbers, passport photographs, email, national identification number, biometrics, verification number, utility bills, and other basic requirements with which to identify, know, and monitor their customers. In particular, we also took further cognizance that there are better means of monitoring money laundering, terrorism financing, and proliferation financing, such as the Nigerian Police Force, Nigerian Financial Intelligence, with the Economic Financial Crime Commission, EFCC. Right from this, we also worry that if the directive takes effect, Nigerians who are not on social media with large turnovers from their businesses and trades would be compared to or systematically excluded from formal banking system with its attendant negative effect and implications. Right from this, we also worried about the untold hardship this directive will cost millions of Nigerians especially the illiterate or semi-illiterate, business owners, traders, entrepreneurs living in the villages and rural areas who do not have social media handles. Concerned that implementation this CBN directive at this point may clearly be unnecessary, as it is likely to bear a lot of pressure on teeming Nigerian masses. Right, Honorable Speaker, we also took cognizance that implementing this CBN directive at this point may clearly be unnecessary. It is likely to bear a lot of pressure on teeming Nigerian masses. Mr. Speaker, again, we took cognizance of the need to revisit and halt the Central Bank of Nigeria directive to reduce the hardship and pain faced by teeming Nigerians. We resolve as follows: to urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to halt the implementation of this policy. 2, mandate the Committee on Banking and Currency, when constituted, to investigate the matter and report back within 3 weeks for further legislative action. Right, Honorable Speaker. Thirdly, also mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance, when constituted, to ensure implementation of this motion. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. With utmost respect, Mr. Speaker, if you permit me, I will meander my way and lay this motion before the House.
Any seconder?
I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Abdul Samad.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I'm Abdul Samad Dasuki, representing Kebe Tambuwal, and a co-sponsor of this motion, Mr. Speaker. I rise, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, to second this motion as moved by my honorable colleague and the co-sponsor of this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, honorable colleagues.
Honorable colleagues, those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second order of the day is a motion calling to suspend implementation of increase in tuition fees of universities, standing in the name of Honorable Aliyu Sani Madaki. Honorable Aliyu Sani Madaki is hereby invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Aliyu Sani Madaki, and I represent the people of the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. Call to suspend the increase in tuition fees by Nigerian universities. The House notes that, citing the poor funding of tertiary education and rising inflation in the country, federal universities across the country increased their tuition fees by 100 to 200%, while hostel fees were equally increased by 50 to 100%. Also note that universities that hike their fees include Bayero University, Kano, the University of Nigeria in Suka, the University of Uyo, University of Meduguri, Michael Okfara University of Agriculture, Omadike, and Federal University Dutse, among others. Concerned that the hike in fees by the universities is happening against the worsening poverty level in the country, inflation, and high rate of unemployment, and the recent fuel hike. Also concerned that the increase could could cause disruptions for a number of students who could not afford the fees, while many of them could be forced to depart their studies. Others could drop out. Worried that the hike may aggravate the already volatile situation in the country, as students are already making threats which could lead to an uprising with grievous consequences for the country as a whole. Also worried that an increased rate of university dropout may further worsen insecurity in Nigeria, as the frustrated student may find the wrong outlet to express their grievances. Cognizance that tertiary education is imperative in fostering growth, reducing poverty, and boosting the prosperity of any nation, resolved to urge the National University Commissions to immediately halt implementation of the increase of fees by federal universities. Mandate the Committee on Tertiary Education and Services, when constituted, to investigate the increase of fees by federal universities across the country with a view to finding lasting solutions to the challenges in the tertiary education sector. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Jallo.
Ahmed Jallo, representing Igebe Federal Constituency, Kaduna State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Okay, we accept just one amendment because of time constraint. Please let us try as much as possible to take the motions as they are. Go ahead, Honorable Maki. Any seconder to this motion, to this amendment? Any seconder, my honorable? Do you have access to the microphone? Is it working? Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The nays have it. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Can feel that. So say that it will be on notice now. The third order of the day is a motion on the need to establish the presence of a military outpost at Konar Maharba, a military base in Gada local government area of Goronyo, Gada Federal Constituency of Sokoto State, standing in the name of Honorable Bashir Usman Gorau. Honorable Gorau is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Honorable Comrade Bashir Usman Goro is my name, representing the large onion producing community of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Goda Goronyo is my constituency from Sokoto State, Mr. Speaker. I rise this afternoon to present this motion, a need to establish the presence of military outposts at Konar Mahalba, a military base in Gada local government area of Goronyo Gada Federal Constituency of Sokoto State. The House knows that security of lives and property is the primary responsibility of government, and that security is necessary for human existence and development. While insecurity in Nigeria is not peculiar to the particular region, however, Goronyo Gada Federal Constituency is most affected by banditry activities in the past and in the present time, Mr. Speaker. The stuff that banditry activities in Konar Mahalba resulted in the loss of over 40 lives, with over 200 persons kidnapped, while hundreds suffered a various degrees of injury over time, Mr. Speaker. What is that? The delay of the security agencies to abridge the continuous horror and inhumanity will result in the loss of lives, destruction of property, and immobilized socio-economic and educational development in communities. Also, what is that? If this is allowed to continue, Mr. Speaker, there will be food shortage, and people might resort to self-defense, which will lead to the total breakdown of law and order. Mr. Speaker, also note that the present exit vacuum of security presence in Goronyo Gada Federal Constituency, which have provided a fertile ground for insecurity to thrive. Further observe that the same Konar Mahalba, Mr. Speaker, serve as a main point of entry for bandits coming out from Gondumi Forest, passing through Iyarda village, Kaikazaka village, Gidambuzu, Mahalba, to launch their attack on either eastern part of Sabon Birni local government, eastern part of Gada local government, or eastern part of Goronyo local government, Mr. Speaker. I therefore move for this prayer, Mr. Speaker. Prayer number 1. This Honorable House to observe a minute silence for the reports of victims of various banditry attack in Goronyo Gada Federal Constituency and the country at large. Mr. Speaker, prayer number 2, urging this Honorable House, urging the federal government to establish a military outpost in Konar Mahalba to intercept the data activities, intercept and data activities of bandits. Prayer number 3, Mr. Speaker, also urging the federal government to establish a permanent military base in Gada local government to ensure a swift response to the stress call and provided proactive approach to tackle insecurity, knowing very well that recently we are observing serious attacks in different communities in Gada local government. Mr. Speaker, prayer number 4, mandate the Committee on Army, when constituted, to ensure compliance, Mr. Speaker, I so move vulnerably in need of this Honorable House consideration. Thank you.
Any seconder? The man on the second floor or the first floor, the one raising his hand, please can you tap your microphone for recognition?
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, my colleagues, my name is Honorable Ali Ilyas.
Please go ahead.
I'm Ali Ilyas Abubakar, representing Bamari Sapana, Namusa Federal Constituency. I'm from Katsina State. I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Has he been able to second? Yes. So we put the question. Those in support of this motion, you say aye. Aye. Those against, you say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Army when constituted. I also want to draw us back to the two earlier motions. The second motion has been referred to the Committee on Tertiary Education, while the first motion is referred to the Committee on Banking and Currency when constituted. So we go to the prayer of the motion. Also request for a minute silence in honor of the departed. So please, shall we rise? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Fourth order of the day is the motion on the need to rehabilitate the abandoned Ubudu Dam Resort project standing in the name of Honorable Peter Apampe. Honorable Apampe is invited to move the motion.
Okay, I'll message you when I go out.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Peter Akpanke. I represent the good and hospitable people of Obanliku, Bekwara, Obudu Federal Constituency from the Paradise State, Cross River State. I rise to move a motion on the need to rehabilitate the abandoned Obudu Dam Resort project. The House knows that the federal government adopted the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, in September 2015, among which is SDG 6 to ensure access to water and sanitation for all. The House also knows that the National Water Resource Master Plan was launched in 2013 by the federal government to provide access to potable water by utilizing the dams, which was reviewed and integrated into the SDG implementation plan, formed part of the guidelines for water sanitation and hygiene, in healthcare facilities meant to improve sanitary conditions and prevent infectious diseases. Aware that the Obudu Dam Resort, a multi-purpose facility which provides water to over 60,000 people, as well serves as a recreational center, was flooded in 2005. This prompted the Cross River State government to assess a facility from the Independent Development Agency, IDA, to finance its rehabilitation. Recall that on August 14, 2012, the federal government awarded a contract worth 1.16 billion naira to Consolidated Construction Limited, CCL, for the rehabilitation of the dam resort. Also recall that the Water Bank in collaboration with the World Bank in collaboration with the Ministry of Water Resources and Cross River State Government Water Board Limited contracted Lilica Brothers Limited to construct a water treatment plant, with the second phase being the construction of reticulation channels to benefit neighboring communities. Aware that the dam was expected to facilitate the irrigation of about 100 hectares of agricultural land, boost fisheries, and promote tourism in the northern part of Cross River State, in line with the federal government's partnership for the expanded water supply, sanitation and hygiene, PWH, and the World Bank Assisted Sustainable Urban Renewal, Water Sanitation and Hygiene, Shore Wash to improve public healthcare services and eradicate poverty in Nigeria to achieve SDG target 6.1 and 6.2 in the rural areas, improvement in urban small towns and rural water supply in the country. Worried that failure of the federal government to complete the Obudu Dam project has contributed to the further dwindling of revenues to the country, thus threatening the livelihood of over 60,000 Nigerians who depend on the dam for water, sanitation, and hygiene, as well as economic purposes. Also worried that if urgent attention is not taken, actions is not taken by the federal government to rehabilitate the dam, an outbreak of another disease is inevitable in Obudu Obanluku Bekwara Federal Constituency. Concerned that the continuous loss of lives occasioned by preventable action has become a norm that must be checked. The House resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Water Resources to resume the immediate rehabilitation of the Obudu Dam project and provide funds to relevant financial authorities. 2, mandate the Committee on Water Resources, when constituted, to investigate why the contract was abandoned and make recommendations. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable Ajilo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My name remains Honorable Umar Ajilu. I represent a very good people of Makarfi Kudan Perero constituency. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I'm from Kaduna State. I rise to second the motions ably moved by my honorable colleague. I hear second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. We will only allow one, please. Doctor. Yeah.
I'm from Edo State and a proud Benin chief. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move an amendment of the second prayer, and it goes thus: mandate the Committee on Water Resources, when constituted, to investigate the contract, why the contract was abandoned, and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so moved.
Any
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleague, my name is Mr. Honorable Murphy Osara Omori, representing the wonderful people of Ikpo-Boaka Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Edo State, the South region of Nigeria. I rise to second the amendment as ably moved by my colleague. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Water Resources, one constituted. The next, the fifth order of the day is a motion on the need to reverse the recent hike in school fees of Unity Secondary Schools in Nigeria, standing in the names of Honorable Said Musa Abdullahi, Honorable Kam Ikenna. Honorable Ikenna is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Kama Nkem Kama, representing the good people of Ohazara, Onitsha, and Ivo Federal Constituency of Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move the motion on the need to reverse the hike of school fees in Unity Secondary Schools in Nigeria. The House notes that federal unity schools were established to promote national unity and provide quality and affordable education to Nigerian students from different parts of the country, regardless of their socio-economic background. The House also knows that the federal government established 104 federal government colleges across the nation and adopted an enrollment policy which reflects the principle of federal character, as well as curriculum that targets patriotism, entrepreneurship, peaceful coexistence, and interrelationship. The House concerned that the facilities in Unity schools across the country are severely dilapidated, while the schools lack materials required for teaching, which has negatively affected the quality of teaching and student performance in general. The House also concerned that the recently approved increase in school fees for students in federal government colleges across the country by the Federal Ministry of Education has caused anxiety among parents and students who are still grappling with the effects of the economic hardship caused by the recent subsidy removal. The House also worried that as a result of the new school fees regime, many parents are considering withdrawing their child from schools as they are unable to meet up with the fees. Hence, the country may have to deal with the dire consequences of having an alarming number of out-of-school children. The House also worried that the increment will likely lead to a decline in student enrollment in these schools, which were originally intended to be affordable, the impact of which will be on the already declining quality of education and the overall development of Nigeria. The House, aware that the federal government has a responsibility to ensure that education remains accessible and affordable, especially during difficult economic times. The House cognizant that education is essential for the progress of any country as it contributes to social stability and drives long-term economic growth. The House hereby resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Education to review the new school fees regime in federal government colleges and revert to the old regime. The House also urged the federal government to adequately fund the education sector by increasing budgetary provision to ensure that Nigerian students have access to quality and affordable basic and senior secondary education. The House mandates the Committee on Basic Education, when constituted, to investigate the hike in school fees for students of federal government colleges across the country to ensure that basic education remains accessible and affordable to Nigerians, and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Honorable Oshoba.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My distinguished colleagues, Olumide.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Basic Education when constituted. The sixth order of the day is a motion on the need to stop excess charges and illegal deductions by commercial banks in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Godwin Ofiano. Honorable Ofiano is hereby invited to move the motion. It's working now, right? Honorable? Is it working now?
Yeah, it is. Mr. Speaker, my very dear honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Godwin Ode Ofiano. I represent the good people of Ogoja Yala Federal Constituency. I am from Cross River State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion on the need to stop excess charges and illegal deduction by commercial banks in Nigeria, as is duly listed on the motion paper of this day. The House notes that some banks and financial institutions in Nigeria indulge in unethical practices of fleecing their customers through excess charges and unauthorized deductions. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, the House equally notes that customers of different commercial banks are groaning over excessive charges on their accounts. The financial institutions known as deposit money banks, DMS, have reportedly introduced different deductions to increase their income, a development that is uncomfortable with customers. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, the House is aware that apart from stamp duty, bank customers also pay value-added tax charges applicable on all vatable transactions in their accounts. The House is also aware that commercial banks are charging outrageous interest on loans and overdrafts at a rate that is higher than that agreed on offer letters. The House is further aware of the arbitrary increase in the interest rates on loans and overdrafts, an increase in other fees without notifying and getting customers' consent as stipulated in the Central Bank from Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria's guidelines. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, the House is very concerned the creation of charges not recognized in the central bank guidelines for bank charges is a common practice by commercial banks. Mr. Speaker, the House is also concerned about the wrong application of maintenance fees, banks overcharging maintenance fees, inclusion of transaction exempted from maintenance charges, loan liquidation, and bank-induced transactions, among others. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, the House is worried that as affected customers attempt to lodge complaints, the bank customers care, they are treated as beggars without result. Mr. Speaker, dear honorable colleagues, the House resolves to 1, mandate the Committee on Banking and Currency, when constituted, to investigate the issue of excess charges and illegal deductions by commercial banks in Nigeria and return within 4 weeks for further actions. Mr. Speaker, very dear honorable colleagues, the House further resolve, secondly and lastly, to also mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance when constituted to ensure implementation. Mr. Speaker, very dear honorable colleagues, I so move. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Miriam.
Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Princess Miriam Odinaka Onoha. I represent the people of Okigwe, Onoimo, Isialambano. I am from Imo State. This afternoon I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my brother. I so second.
So we go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Banking and Currency when constituted. The seventh order of the day is a motion on the need to rehabilitate the Benin Epoma Auchi Road to Okene, Kogi State, standing in the name of Honorable Marcos Onobun. Honorable Onobin is invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, Marcos Izigbaya Onobo is my name. I represent the resplendent people of Esan West, Esan Central, and Igweben Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm from Edo State, the heartbeat of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move a motion on the need to rehabilitate the Benin Ekoma Auchi Road to Okene, Kogi State. Mr. Speaker, that the House notes that Benin Ekoma Auchi Road is the only road that connects the south-south to the northern part of Nigeria. The House also notes that the deplorable condition of the road calls for federal government intervention as the road user spends between 5 to 7 hours in gridlocks daily. That the House further notes that the rehabilitation of this road was awarded to Dantata and Sowe Company Limited in year 2012, but was abandoned in the last 11 years. The House is aware that the road has not witnessed any rehabilitation as commuters and heavy-duty vehicles find it very difficult to transport the perishable and non-perishable goods
a route north to south from the southern part to northern part of Nigeria. The House also is aware that Section 10F of the Federal Highway Act, empowered by the Minister of the Federal Ministry of Works to carry out the reconstruction and rehabilitation and maintenance of federal roads. The House is concerned that with the deep potholes and gully erosion ravaging the road and caused by torrential rainfall, it has not only become a death trap for commuters, but also residents for the adjoining communities, and also breeding ground for robbery and criminal activities. That the House resolve, 1, urge the Federal Ministry of Works and Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA, to provide palliative measures on the road to ease movement of goods and services. 2, that the House mandates the Committee on Works and Federal Road Maintenance Agency, when constituted, to investigate the cause of the abandonment and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
What's your point of order? Can you press the macro?
Okay, it's working now. Honorable Speaker, sir, I'm hereby Michael Ojua, Honorable Member representing Ekiti South Constituency 1, Ekiti State, sir. Point of order, Rule 5, Order 5, Rule 3, privileges. So on the 6th of July, that was last parliamentary sitting here, this same motion was moved because there's only one road from Benin to Aushi, and that motion was moved then by Honorable Okoji, and it's been passed. And I don't see no reason why this motion is being moved again. Thank you. I so move.
Okay, your point is noted, Honorable, but since you had to wait until when the whole motion has been read before you raise the point of order, I would have expected you at the time when you was given the floor to raise it. I think it is only proper to allow him to conclude. So we'll put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This, pardon? Oh, is an amendment? Okay, it has not been seconded. Honorable colleagues, who will second this motion? Honorable Martin.
My name is Honorable Martin Sesin, member representing Oron, Mbo, Okobo, Udunwuko, Uruefo Orugo Federal Constituency. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this afternoon to second the motion as ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Marcus Onobon. I so second.
Honorable colleagues, those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Works when constituted. The eighth order of the day is a motion on terrorist attacks on Mangu communities in Mangu Bokos Federal Constituency of Plateau State. Standing in the name of Honorable Lalu Ishai David, Honorable David is hereby invited to move the motion.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I am by name Honorable Lalu Ishaya David, member representing the good and hospitable people of Bokos Mangu Federal Constituency of Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleague, I rise to move the motion on terrorist attack Mangu communities of Mangu Bokos Federal Constituency of Plateau State. The House notes the recent terrorist attack on the people of Mangu local government and neighboring communities, killing more than 300 persons and other serious injuries, properties destroyed, and over 18,000 people displaced at different IDP camps within the local government area. The House also notes that most of the victims that sustained various degrees of injuries are currently receiving medical attention at different hospitals within the state. The House worried that the continuous attack by the terrorist group in the communities, if not addressed immediately, will lead to low farming yield, which will worsen the existing food uncertainty in the communities. The House also resolved to 1, observe a minute of silence as a mark of respect to those killed in the terror attack in the Mangu local government area of Plateau State. The House also to resolve, urge the Secretary to the Government of the Federation to direct the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development through the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons to immediately provide relief material to the victims of the attack in communities within the Mangu local government area surveillance and support to flush out the terrorists and destroy their camps to avoid reoccurrence and allow innocent farmers to return to their farms and ancestral homes. Also urge the Inspector General of Police to immediately provide mobile police force squadron formation in the affected communities to safeguard the lives of our people in compliance with Chapter 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, particularly Section 14, Sub 2B, which clearly states thus that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And lastly, the House resolved to mandate the committees on emergency and disaster preparedness, defense, army, air force, police, and legislative compliance when constituted to ensure compliance and report weekly until the insecurity is under control. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Doctor?
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Dr. Emilian. I represent the people of Akan Pabiase Federal Constituency in Cross River State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
So we put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Emergency and Disaster Preparedness, Defense, Army, Air Force, Police, Legislative Compliance. Did we put it to vote? And the prayer also sought for us to observe a minute silence. So shall we also rise again in honor of the departed? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Order of the day is a motion on the need to lift the ban on sale of fuel in communities 20 kilometers to international land borders, standing in the name of Honorable Adeboyega Nasir Isiaka. Honorable Isiaka is hereby invited to move the motion. Honorable Isiaka.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Boyega Isiaka, representing the people of Yewa North, Imekwa from Federal Constituency of Ogun State. And the motion I humbly bring to the House this afternoon is in respect of the need to lift the ban on sale of petroleum products in communities 20 kilometers to international land borders of Nigeria. The House will recall that in November 2019, the Nigerian Customs Service announced the ban on sales and supply of petroleum products in all communities within 20 kilometers of the Nigerian land borders, which measures approximately 4,047 kilometers. The House is also aware that the ban was apt at the time to prevent smuggling of subsidized petroleum products to Nigerian neighboring countries. The House worried that despite the removal of the subsidy on petroleum products by the government since May 2023, the ban is yet to be lifted, thus causing hardship to millions of Nigerians living and conducting businesses within the affected areas, which covers about 15 states of the Federation, including Ogun State. People that will have to travel many kilometers to get the products or pay extra amounts to secure the product for their daily needs. Cognizant that the ban has continued to impact negatively on socio-economic activities in the affected areas, despite that smuggling is no longer attractive. The House is hereby asked to resolve as follows, or ought to resolve as follows. Number one, to all the federal government to review the policy toward lifting the ban on the sale of fuel within 20 kilometers to the Nigerian land borders, as fuel subsidy has been effectively removed. Two, all the Nigerian Customs Service and other relevant government agencies to ensure immediate stoppage of the ban, thus allowing duly registered fuel stations within these communities to be supplied with the products. And three, mandate the Committee on Custom and Excise, when constituted, to ensure implementation of this resolution. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? My good friend.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Akinlade Abiodun Isaac, representing Yewa South Ipokia Federal Constituency. I'm from Ogun State. I rise to second the motion moved by brother Isiaka Nosiru. I so second.
Thank you. We put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Custom and Excise when constituted. The 10th order of the day is the motion on the need for reconstruction of the Ileme-One axis of the east-west road, standing in the name of Honorable Felix Uche Nwake. Honorable Nwake is invited to move the motion.
Yeah, it's working this one. You can come here.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Weke Felix Uche. I represent the good people of Eleme, Tai, Oyigbo Federal Constituency, and I come from Rivers State. I rise this afternoon to move this all-important motion, need for reconstruction of the Eleme-One axis of the East-West Road. Mr. Speaker, the House knows that the East-West Road project, which is a 338-kilometer road covering Warri to Oron through Kayama and Ahoda, Port Harcourt to Ogoni and Eket, was awarded in 2006 in 4 sections. Also note that section 1 and 2 covering Warri to Kayama and Eket was completed, while section 3 from Eleme Junction to One Port Junction was abandoned. Further note that in December 2014, this contract for section 3 was awarded to Mrs. Arusisi Nigeria Limited in contract reference number MDNA/PROC/CAP/14/89/23 to upgrade and expand the road from a dual carriageway to a 3-lane dual carriageway. Aware that the Eleme-One axis of the East-West Road is a highway access to 2 seaports, the Eleme Refinery, Indurama Eleme Petrochemicals Limited, NAFCON, and the One Oil and Gas Free Zone that houses over 200 companies, amongst others, which generate revenue to the federal government. Worried that the deplorable state of the Eleme-One axis of the East-West Road has continued to claim the lives and property, including loss of businesses occasioned by the falling containers conveying goods and products, thus leading to protests by the indigenous of the Eleme and One communities. Also worried that the federal government will continue to lose revenue if the road is not reconstructed. The House resolves to urge the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to immediate prioritize the reconstruction of the Eleme-One axis of the East-West Road. 2. Also urge the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to ensure the contractor is mobilized to site and commences reconstruction of the Eleme-One axis of the East-West Road immediately. Mandate the Committee on Works when constituted to ensure implementation. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, I remain Honorable Kelechi Nwogu, representing the people of Ichie Omoma Federal Constituency. Right, Honorable Speaker, with utmost respect, I hereby second the motion as moved by my colleague. I so second.
think there is an amendment from Honorable Mitema. We are taking one, and we have an amendment from Honorable Obodo Mitema. Where is he, please? Okay, please kindly make your proposal. Honorable Mitema. Is he around? Obodo Mitema. Not around? Okay. Honorable Lesset. Any seconder? My honorable? Yes.
It's working. You can come Go ahead.
Is it working?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My name's Ismail Dalha Kusada, member representing Ingawa Kankia Kusada Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion raised by honorable member. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. We are taking only amendment because of time per motion. Please, if you can exercise patience. We have stayed for too long today. Tomorrow is another day. Okay? So we have some, did we put a question? Those as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Works when constituted. We have one announcement, honorable colleagues, and it's from Honorable Dennis Abo. The announcement is for members of Enugu State Caucus that there will be a meeting tomorrow at suite number 4.65, date tomorrow, Wednesday, 12th of July 2023. Please take note, members of Enugu Caucus. Leader, can you move for adjournment?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Honorable Abdullah Ibrahim Halims. I am from Kogi State. I represent the good people of Akwa Omalala Borough Federal Constituency. I move that this House do adjourn to tomorrow, the 12th day of July. I so move. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, Kingsley Chinda, I rise to second the motion that the House do stand adjourned. I so second.
The House is hereby adjourned to tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 a.m.